to the American Dream TV Selling Texas edition. I'm your host, Alison Sewell, and today we're bringing a little bit of the country into the big city, and we're back in the historical Houston Heights, and we're about to visit a new business owner right here off of 11th Street who has super deep roots into the Houston Heights going back over 100 years, just like this incredible building where he has recently opened up his shop. So let's go meet the impresario himself, Conrad. So here we are in Chris's shop, Republic Boot Company. And Chris, I met you not too long ago, and I was absolutely fascinated with what you were doing here. What inspired you not only to do this business, but what inspired you to choose this location?
I spent most of my life overseas, even though I was a proud fifth-generation Texan. And it gave me a different perspective on, the cool stuff that Texas has to offer. So when I came back and made my base back here in Houston, I was like, look, let's do it the right way. Let's handcraft products, but not just the products, it's the full experience. And so the store has got to exemplify something that's unique, something that's super Texas. You can't do this kind of thing in a big box location, big parking lots. Let's go back to the original spot, the original neighborhood, which is the Heights. So my family came here in the late 1800s.
Wow. And
so we got a lot of history here. And so I want to keep that story alive in this old building with the authentic aspect of the neighborhood. My great-grandfather came here, he's breaking horses. I'm sure he came around this part of the Heights.
So I can understand and appreciate the nostalgia of wanting to be not only in the area, but in a historical building. And then it's just so cool. You're making custom boots.
Yeah, people can't see that artistic, thing being made in front of them. They think it's like going through a machine or something, but they can walk back there and see that. You can have the live music. You can have a drink or something like that, but keep it real. It's a nice place. It's fancy. We got some awesome stuff here. Yeah. But it's also approachable. That's what we're shooting for. There's three main steps to making the boots. Making a mold, a last, that fits your foot. So that is one of these that replicates your foot. So that's the first step, is the actual last making process. It's got to be perfect. The other important step is to make the tops. So we hand stitch everything. We work together on a design and give them all the measurements of the last. And you'll have to specifically cut this alligator and then specifically hand stitch this. Does it all by hand, right? With the inlays just perfectly and all the measurements just perfectly. So that's a very important step. Once we have the tops made, then it comes to the lasting stage, which means the putting it all together, which is our Master Bootmaker Roll Surreal. So we made boots for John Wayne, Willie Nelson, Roy Rogers, everybody. He's the best. So what he's doing right here is he's putting the heels on the boot, right? So we have the mold inside, which is the last. The top that Javier put together is all on here. Everything is arranged. There's a lot of detail that goes into how you put it all together, but it's welted. You have the outsole, and now you're putting the heels on.
How long does it usually take from start to finish for a custom pair to be completed?
It depends on the artwork for the tops to be made. Javier could take a few days.
How intricate it needs to be or not be.
The tooling, the intricate details of the stitching, it's a few days. This takes a couple days. So you're looking at about a week, something like that, or longer, to put the full boot together at these different stages.
Thank you for joining me on another episode of the American Dream TV Selling Texas. Don't forget, next time you're in the Heights area, to stop by Republic Boot Company, try on some boots, have a drink, listen to some great music, and meet a lot of the great people that make up this awesome community. Hit it, Robert.
Many days, time to think about your life.